we did 2 episodes and we've been drinking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever.
All right, we're live. We're here.
Yeah.
Here we are. Anywho, before we forget, because I forget, even though we haven't been doing this for 2 years, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Mr. SelfLove.
Long time coming.
Long time
I love
coming.
these shirts.
Thank you for the merch. He loves merch.
That's the new one,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
Yeah,
You know, like exclusivity.
Yep, you're the first one to have it.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
So, introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Keem. But
the government.
Yeah. Now I gotta give him the government name. It's Keem, but better known as Mr. SelfLove.
Yes.
Mr. SelfLove forever. My fault. Yeah. I got a clothing line. I've been doing it about 10 years now, and that's my baby.
Yeah, that's your
I don't have no kids, so that's my baby. So my baby 10. So I want to do something special for my baby. Yeah, I was thinking I want to do something special for her.
Nice.
So.
You know, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Very nice.
I have to give Keem his flowers for several reasons. We always see on Twitter and she'll be like, boys and girls can't be friends. Grow the fuck up, okay? Keem has been a very good friend to me. We talk about everything and nothing at the same time. When I first started my journey with MelasNation and I was looking for vinyl and I was looking for different clothing and warehouses and all that, he was my go-to person. He answered every single question immediately because, you know, I don't like the wait. I'm impatient. But no, so I have to give you your flowers for that because you always look out for me. Anytime I need something, Keem, what you think about this? You give me your honest opinion. So we send each other stuff back and forth when we find new things.
Definitely.
So,
and that's rare for someone to give you that.
Like,
so
talk about somebody that gives free game, like he has given me free game over and over, and I pay that forward. When people ask me questions, he did it for me, I do it for other people.
Yeah, that's what it's really about.
Do it for you.
Yeah, actually I didn't have anybody.
Which is why.
When I first started, people was keeping secrets. And I told myself once I get in a position that I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's enough room for everybody to eat. Everybody's so selfish now. That's like, I'm gonna keep this.
Right. They can have a shirt by you and a shirt by me and a shirt by Josh. It's okay.
So, but
like
people selfish.
Louis Gucci Prada. Like, hello? You don't stick to one brand.
It's you would think it would be like that, but it ain't. Especially in certain communities.
Anyway. And also was my go-to friend when I broke up with my fiance. And I've said this on the podcast several times. He was the person that told me, Mel, don't let niggas on the balcony. So I took that advice.
I probably sound like a hater at the moment, but it wasn't hating. It was really like, just looking out. That's all.
When I'm telling you, after you said that, and I was like, talking, texting to other guys. Nobody asked me like, yo, we were going to dinner. It was like, oh, when can I come over? Sir! Nope. Keem told me not to let you on the balcony. So you can't come.
Never. You're never.
And then I let one man on the balcony and he's still here.
Shout out to him.
Yes. Hi, honey.
We have a heckler in the audience today.
Oh, yes. Bitter is in the
Bitter
audience.
is still here.
I do not know what could come. And I'm lubricated.
It's a killer.
I made Jos and I margaritas. I gave him a good strong man drink.
Straight. My voice get every sip, my voice get deeper and deeper. We
might have to record an audio. You might have to do our new intro for season 3 or something. You got a good radio voice.
All I need is a shot. That's it. I'll take to a different person.
The filter try to give you blush, but the voice lets you know I'm a man.
Yeah.
All right, so your SelfLove brand, you started with, it was just primarily shirts, right? T-shirts?
Yeah, I started out with just T-shirts, and I used to do like wine glasses.
Okay.
And then I graduated to the sweatshirts, hoodie season, and bags, and all type of stuff like that.
Right.
So, but T-shirts was the main thing. I actually started with screen printing.
Okay. Oh, I didn't think I knew that.
Mess.
Yeah, I know. It's great quality, but
financially is cheaper.
Okay.
But it's a mess. Especially when you know what you're doing.
Once you print one thing, that's the one you have to keep using. It's not like vinyl, you can switch it up a little bit.
Ink everywhere, and it's my mom
like a warehouse for that.
My mom cursed me. I done messed up how many sinks and
shit. Yeah.
I don't even want to think about that. To this day, she still bring that up.
Remember when you fucked up my sink? I do. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry then.
That's what it started at. And
now, what made you start like your own brand?
all right. Actually, I have a friend. Well, I can call him a friend. He used to t-shirt. He used to have t-shirts too, and I supported him heavy. Like I would have the exclusive before anybody else, and I was like the main one wearing it before. When his fell off, was right around the time that my dad passed away.
Okay.
So my dad used to always like
You're twin.
preach like self-love with us. Self-love,
Okay.
self-love. So when he passed away, it like motivated me to do something. I had to do something to keep myself busy because that was my life. I spent most of my time with him. So that like was my way of keeping his legacy alive.
Okay.
So with the self-love, it's the name came about as this is a real friend. She like more like a sister. We was on the phone having a conversation. I don't know if you remember, I used to wear shirts, the crazy shirts like yams on deck and all the creep shirts, right? So
I do?
Yeah.
It was a creep.
Yeah, so she said, she told me, she's like, you should come up with your own clothing line.
Yeah.
She's like, because the stuff that you wear is crazy and you only can, you the only person wear it. I said, yeah, because I love myself. That's why I do it. She said, that's it, self-love. I said, no, self-love forever. Mm-hmm. And the forever come from, because my dad used to always say, fuller forever, like as far as our family. So it was a way of honoring him with what I was trying to do. So that's how I started.
See, I love that.
Yeah, everybody got a story.
Yeah, it's like if you have to care enough to take the time to ask people like, well, where'd you start from? Versus just like, oh, you doing shirts? Everybody do shirts because you probably heard that the motherfucking time.
Oh Lord!
Oh, you do shirts? Everybody do shirts. Okay, and everybody needs to wear a shirt. So shut up.
But everybody, you got a lot of people now that just do it just because it's a trend.
Right.
There's no meaning behind it. So those are the ones that come and go. They don't stay long.
Right.
Like you, how many people since you started was doing what you was doing, and then they not there no more?
Yeah. From podcasts to
everything, the
shirts to everything. Yeah.
So with me, for me, it's like you have to. It has to be some type of meaning or some type of feeling behind it because I go through the ups and downs too, just like everybody else. Yeah. I get motivated for a while, and then I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this more because people take the fun out of it, take the love out of it. I didn't start doing this for the money. Because it ain't always about the money. I do it to get a message across. So when you don't feel it yourself, sometimes you got to push on for other people because people need it. You'd be surprised how many people don't have self-love or know what self-love or anything like that is. So when you don't feel it yourself, you keep pushing because those people that's counting on you. Because on your lowest day, you don't feel like doing it no more. Somebody hits you up like, man,
you're motivating other people.
I need that, or I need this, or when you dropping this, and that gets me up. Like, all right, come on, let's get it. Because I'm going through that now with, especially from the transition from the big city to where I'm at now. It's
like we know you're here.
Yeah, but it's not like they like what I'm doing, but it's like I had to maneuver different, like because big city, like everything is. I could hit the city and with a trunk full of stuff. By the end of the day, it's gone. Yeah, it's not like that down there. Like you either got to be in the store or know the right people. So it's just, and that kind of took my drive away a little bit. Yeah, but
it's a little blow to your confidence.
But they mess with it so much that every time I see them, like, I need this, I need that, and like I see on my lowest days, that's when I'll be like, all right, come on, I got you. Yeah. So it's. Doing this for almost 10 years, it take a lot out of it.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't really know any other people that started a brand and 10 years later they're still doing it.
Very few.
Like it was very. You can tell what's a hobby and what's not.
Yeah, because when it means something to you, you take care of it. You protect anything that means something to you. So I protect it because I might not be as consistent all the time, but at the end of the day, that's my baby. So I'm never going to let nothing or nobody damage that or take it away from me. I can stop or take a break because we all need mental breaks sometimes for a year. But when I come back, I always get the same love. Yep. So that's how you know it's genuine. Your people are your people. That's how you know it's genuine.
Yeah. And I think we always talk about taking care of ourselves, self-care, all that. To hear a guy talk about it and really preach it and really live it, it's completely different. So I think it adds more to it. Like it's not just a woman thing. Like it's a people thing. You have to do this.
Love yourself.
Yeah, and I have to get better. It's something that I have to work on myself too, because I would at one point in time I'd be preaching self-love, but I wasn't living it myself. I was going through health issues and stuff like that. So I'm like, how am I gonna be running around here trying to preach something that I'm not even doing myself? So once I switched that around, I've been good since then. So.
And you can make that part of your story. Like a lot of people don't know about that, so you can
this is exclusive right now. No, a lot of people don't know that, but that kind of like was like, I remember how you gonna preach talking about self-love and you blood pressure 200 over 200, you know, that type stuff. So once I had to make that adjustment because I want to be here. Nobody wants to, you know. So this is something that...
It was a very real, reality.
Yeah, it's a reality check as you get older. So for me, it was like, you got to do something. Something got to change. I got stuff to live for now. Like I got like a nephew, and my mom, still want her son around. So it's like, all right, got to make some changes.
I think I found out because we used to always send each other food pics too.
Yeah, and I had to switch that up.
I sent you some, and you was like, "Damn, I can't even eat that no more." And I was like, "But what you mean? You're my food buddy.
Yeah.
We shared our favorite chicken wing places. What do you mean?" And then you told me, I was like, "Now I got to check on you. Well, what's your blood pressure today?"
And and I learned that you can still eat it, but it's eat in moderation. So my doctor told me not to go cold turkey with a lot of stuff. So besides drinking, I had to really excuse this. This is a celebration.
This is a Sunday celebration.
But yeah, for the most part, that's
no. You did. You really after you found out about that, I saw the change. Like you really took your health seriously, and you got the weight down, and you put the work in, and you did what you were supposed to do.
It's just minor adjustments. Like as much as I love beer, well, I used to. I had to cut that out. Then I found out I was pre-diabetic. So that was a lot. That on top of that, but it's
like
not.
We're getting older, but we're still young, and you still want to do things like go out and drink and eat. And
but I really don't do that type of stuff no more. Like once I cook more.
Lifestyle. Okay.
I'm really good.
Do you feel like it's because you're in the South now?
No. Okay. I actually started before I moved, but because I'm a single man, that I gotta cook. I can't depend on no woman. I can't depend on no woman to cook for me. And my mom was a good cook, so it just took some time.
Yeah, you just put the time in. That's all. It's easy to order.
Yeah, sucks.
We know that.
And then if you're interested in a woman, you want to cook for her.
Yeah,
Cook, show up. You got the rose petals going through the door.
Tell them.
You got the candles lit, and you got the fresh glass of wine. All that type of stuff. So that was something I had to learn to do.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. All right, we're gonna transition. All right.
Here we go.
Perfect segue.
Take another sip.
Perfect segue. We're gonna talk about your experience as a single man in Philly versus as a single man in the South.
Okay. All right. So as far as Philly, we can start with Philly. Here it was, we know how aggressive Philly women are. So it was more so like, you know what you're getting.
Right.
And I had my good times and I had some horror stories too. And I can't say I miss it, to be honest with you. Like the women down there is different, so they aggressive, but in a different way.
Right. Explain your Philly aggressive woman versus your down.
Philly aggressive woman is like she'll beat your ass. Can I?
You can.
Yeah. So a Philly woman is like, bro, like if you don't do what I want, I'm gonna punch you, or I'm gonna do this and do these things. A Southern woman's more aggressive, like she's wanna take care of you. She wanna.
So it's like aggressive love.
Yeah, it's aggressive love. So for that,
fuck you up versus I'm gonna smother you.
Basically, so it takes some getting used to, but I love it.
I mean, why not? You get like love bomb.
You get smothered instead of harassed.
Right. You could get smothered the Philly way, or you could get smothered the down south.
You're not gonna make it out of one of them.
Exactly.
It's
different.
It takes a long time to get used to. Like I said, I've been down there for 2 years, and sometimes it shocked me to be sitting there and I would say, "Yeah, young lady over there want to buy you a drink." I buy my own drink. Cause I'm a man at the end of the day. Yeah, I don't need you to buy me no drink or those type of things. But it just takes some getting used to. I'm still not used to it now. To be honest with you, I still go. I'm just like, I'm good. I've turned stuff down too. So, but it's to each his own. You got some guys that would love that because they don't want to do for themselves. So they will get down there, but I'm
good.
I'm a king. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that. I'm sweating.
No, you good. I'm just.
But
I said it earlier. Like I have to have drinks in my system in order for me to go forward and send somebody else a drink. Like my idea of flirting is, I looked at you. The fuck? I looked at you.
That's up north for you, right? That's why I say how aggressive.
It's the Philly way. I looked at you. That is a flirt.
But
I'm here.
But all right, so you got that could go either way because if you look at a guy and you look back at him, you got someone like.
What are you looking at?
So he's supposed to read your mind. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So, no.
Yes. You're not a mind reader. I don't understand.
That's not how it's supposed to go. So that's the difference between the women down there because you gonna know they want you. It ain't
There's no secret. And she looking at me like she looking at me like.
Look, she do her little 2 steps. She got a drink for you. Hey, whatever you want. So you already know what's going on. That's on me. So it's no
there's no game.
Yeah, you come in, you know. Listen. Me, I'm out. You text your home, I'm out. That's it. There's no mind games like, yo, I think she looked at me from the side of the bar. Should I? Nah. They know what they want and they go right in attack mode.
And they go for it.
It's good sometimes.
Shout out to the Southern women.
Yeah.
Because you need to read my mind, honey. I looked, I blinked, I blonked.
Northerners for you. That's Northerners for you.
That's what I told Roy. He was like, how was I supposed to know that you wanted me years ago when I met him? I was like, I looked at you. The fuck?
Did you blink? Did you blink at him?
I blinked. He ain't get the signal.
Did you buy him a drink?
I did not.
15. Okay.
I was also Joe Bait.
Yeah, so that could have meant anything.
So he needed to wait.
I looked at it anyway.
Oh yeah.
8th grade? I was not in 8th grade. I was working.
Oh yeah.
I was like 9th grade and he was like college.
So you had your working papers.
I had my working papers.
Oh,
exactly.
so that's like.
I had my working papers and I looked at you in the eyes.
So
wait, did you blink and then you?
I probably didn't.
And you blunked.
You said nah.
I felt like I sent the energy, but
no.
And he
sent
the energy, but he was like, no.
See, if you was a Southern woman, you'd bring some food.
If I was a Southern woman,
you'd bring some food.
Okay, like on TV, everybody
all
do
that.
stuff like that.
Listen.
Like some fresh made like cornbread with the butter.
Yep. As soon as you take that top off, it's love.
Ah, like on TV.
Look, I can smell it now. I can smell it. I think I'm ready to go back home
He's
already.
ready.
I'm ready to go. What time is it? It's like, no, but yeah.
That's funny. I don't know. Like I was in Atlanta for a couple months doing a travel assignment, and I got that Southern hospitality. Like I was there over Thanksgiving break, and I told them like, oh, whatever, I'll eat something at the hospital, and they were like, absolutely not. You're gonna come to my house and you're gonna eat. And when I say they took women took care of me, like they take care of each other.
That's why I said the women. That's what they do.
It's a genuine, like they really do take care of you and want to make sure you're good.
What I had to learn when I first got down there was the difference between a woman flirting with you or just the Southern hospitality.
Being nice, right?
Because there was a couple of times I thought I was in there and I'm like,
you got the weight.
I'm looking like, okay, you have a good night too. Right. So it's learning the difference. I had some rough times when I first came down there. I didn't feel
you just said something that I've said before. Sometimes I'm nice to everyone. Unless you're an asshole, then I'm not nice to you. But I'm nice to everyone. And sometimes in the city, men take you being nice as flirting because they do come like there's some aggressive ass Philly girls out there. I know that. Yeah. I want to say I'm in the middle. I'm medium ghetto. So if I'm nice to you, some guys take that as like, oh, like I'm getting applause. No, I was just being polite. Now I gotta be extra aggressive.
I think it depends on the situation. Like if you at a bar or like if you run to a guy you nice to, if I said Walmart, then you don't even think about that. But when you drinking and you got the lick in your system, the confidence is up here. So it's like, she going home with me.
You're wrong. Stranger danger.
The next thing you know,
to my own home.
She say, I'm going to the bathroom. You don't never see it again in your life.
No, I don't want to disappear in the bathroom.
That's how they do though.
That's crazy.
They're I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to the powder room. Gonna touch up my
nose
to the loo.
And next thing you know, you sitting with your home like, I'm about to leave. You know, I'm sure you come out the bathroom.
Alone.
Yeah, by yourself. So, but now I just learned to you just wait it out. Eventually, she'll show her true intentions.
If she's from the South, if she's from up north, we just gonna leave you sitting there.
I don't. You're
supposed to be mine.
I don't even.
You used to come meet me as soon as I get out the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't even.
Why are you not in my car? What do you mean?
Yeah, mind games. When I come home, I don't even look. Like I just be like, listen, I ain't got time for it. I'm only here for a short time. I got some Southern women waiting for me, waiting to cook a hot meal with some pork chops, cornbread.
They make you Alfredo yet, or that's a North thing?
Everything is from scratch. Look, everything is from scratch.
Cause as soon as a bitch make Alfredo, she thinks she doing something. So, example of some of the meals that the women have cooked for you.
Everything is pork down south.
Okay. What's wrong with pork? Was raised
no. Yeah, I was raised on this. I don't eat it as much because of health reasons. But everything, you gonna get your pork chops, you gonna get, everything is barbecue, or it'd be like brisket, or everything is like slow cooked, or it's no fast little quick spaghettis or nothing like that. They really in the kitchen and spending time like
That's why you don't want to come back. You are what?
You made that very clear.
Let me take a sip. Let me take a sip. Yeah, but it's no quick meals. I don't even think since I've been down there I had Alfredo. Like, it's real.
They don't come for me in the comments.
Oh, you already know. Chicken Alfredo with the Texas toast. With the Texas toast. No, I didn't have none of that since I've been down there. Everything is made with love.
Yeah.
So.
And you can tell. It's genuine.
Yeah.
Like, they want you to have a nice meal to warm up at lunch, all that.
So you can tell everybody in the break room,
right?
Like,
exactly.
My old lady had made
right,
that.
exactly.
You gotta say it like that. My old
you gotta say it.
Yeah, my old lady had made that for me. You gotta get you one like that. Yeah. That's how you gotta do it. They want you to brag.
Okay, I see that. So I'm gonna cook for my husband. I'm gonna cook for my man so he can bring it to his work buddy. So you see, like, I'm the best girlfriend.
And then when they heat it up, once you start heating it up,
and
they smell it. They like, damn, where you get that from? Yeah, my old lady. She take care of me every day. You gotta get you one. Damn, she got a sister. That's how I am.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process. Well, Jos is vegan, so
yeah, I might not make it down. Well, first I would.
How do you think vegans last in the South?
They don't.
I would be by myself because I wouldn't approach anyone, and then I'd just go hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be lonely and skinny.
They barbecue everything, broccoli, everything. They put everything in the grill.
I'm thinking about it all wrong.
Yeah, I wanna hear from some vegans in the South. So I feel like the South is about like meat and barbecue.
They might meet secretly, so they may not tell everybody. You may not know that they're there.
Maybe. Like, what you want me to put the celery on the grill? Like,
no, everything goes on the grill and get barbecue sauce. Everything gets barbecue sauce on it.
I must have lived in the South in my past life because I loves me like some brisket, barbecue, all of those. Like those, that's like my love language.
Just this spot that I go to, they got brisket. They slow cook the brisket, put barbecue sauce on it. They got a triple cheddar mac and cheese. Listen.
I guess from the audience.
And some hush puppies. I never ate hush puppies till I moved to the South.
Listen.
And coleslaw. I never liked coleslaw till I moved to the South either. It's different.
I didn't try the coleslaw while I was down there, but I did have the hush puppies when I was in Atlanta. I had to have them, and then I've had them up here. It's not the same.
It's not
the same. But I fell in love with them. I was like, what the fuck is a hush puppy?
Tell me what a hush puppy is. I don't think I know what that is.
I'm
Go ahead, you explain it better.
I don't know. But it's good. That's all I'm gonna say.
My explanation of it is like it's like a fried cornbread in a ball form.
Yeah, it's a little sweet. It has
a sweetness to it, but it's fried. But it's like the texture of cornbread. It's so good.
Yeah.
Just know that it's good.
It's.
I believe you.
And then they got a sweet potato casserole, right? And y'all might think I'm wrong for this, but it got raisins in it and like walnuts. Oh, listen, you say that now.
Walnuts,
raisins and walnuts.
That doesn't sound bad.
Delicious.
That's probably the only two things in there I can eat.
She's like, I'm gonna eat these.
And I didn't know it at first. I just so happened to eat it because usually, I know I do. I mix my sweet potato with my mac and cheese. So as I'm eating it, I bite on the walnut.
Surprise!
So I was like, okay, I can do this.
Now they would have told you it was in there prior to.
I wouldn't have got it. I just stepped to my double triple mac and cheese, my brisket, and my hush puppies. That's it.
I need some brisket in my life.
Ooh, listen. And then they got, I don't even know say the name. I'm not promoting this business. They got these slow cooked wings. I think they slow cook them for like 12 hours.
I'm moving to the South. That's it.
And that's what I'm saying. It's so hard not to eat that way, but like I said, it's all in moderation. You eat, like I get a platter, I don't eat the whole platter. A little bit. That'll be lunch and dinner.
Okay. Okay, look at you being good. Cause I will fuck some.
Then I'm in a food coma.
And a whole adult touch me.
Yeah, but it's different because it's just me. Like, God forbid if something happened to me and it's just me. I'll be in my apartment, on the floor.
You have
I have a cousin down there.
Okay, you
my cousin lives like 10 minutes away from me.
And you have a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have at least one family.
But my cousin has his own family.
Okay.
So I try not, give him
they're
space.
very, I feel like family oriented.
So I see him, but not as much. Like this is my cousin. Like he's the first cousin. Like he's more like a brother to me than anything. But I still give him his space because he got his wife, kids, and stuff like that. So, and
you living your best single life.
Deep fried cornmeal.
See,
delicious. Listen, delicious.
They're so good.
I wish I could send y'all some because I would overnight it if I could.
Listen, if you can find a way to send me that brisket
and the triple cheddar mac and cheese, the triple cheddar mac and cheese,
Jamie wants
get
it.
it.
Yes, we're taking a trip.
Road
Mason
trip.
and Boujie go to North Carolina.
Road trip.
We said for next year for season 3, we want to go to places and do more things. So maybe.
It's only 6.5 hours. I ain't that far.
Listen, I drove to Atlanta. That was 13 hours.
Yeah, because you gotta go past Charlotte.
Yeah, I drove to Atlanta and back.
I've driven to Disney. We could take a road trip.
We can
there.
go.
We could do that.
We can go.
You should do Charlotte. Charlotte got the best food.
Oh.
They got this burnt ends. You ever had burnt ends? I just tasted it. For a moment, I just tasted it. Listen,
Like I would travel for food. Like I want to go in like a city hopping.
Yeah.
Charlotte got everything you need. So if y'all really gonna do this and y'all come to Charlotte,
How far is Charlotte from
me?
here?
An hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's like driving from here to AC.
Yeah.
When I first moved down
Going
there,
to Charlotte.
when I first moved down there, I was in Charlotte every weekend because I had to get adjusted to the slower life. So Charlotte is like kind of like a big city.
The city, yeah.
So I had to still get a little bit of that, and after a while, just like I'm good. But food, as far as food wise, Charlotte got it. I give Charlotte that. They definitely got the food. So y'all need to start planning that trip right now.
Yeah, because now I'm like I'm making a list in my head of all the places, all the things that I want to eat, and I just got to find the best places to eat said things.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's all around Charlotte. They got everything, especially you talking like you said brisket and stuff like that.
I love me a brisket.
Every time I think, I just gotta drink this. When I get back home, brisket. How you never heard of burnt ends though? Never?
No.
Nobody heard of burnt ends in here? I'm the only one that's country fried like that.
Country fried to the side.
I almost said finna. Let me take that.
Finna roll.
Yeah.
Finna roll.
I'm finna get me some when I get back.
So the slang. Do people understand you down there?
No, sorry. This is the problem with it. Like I talk. You know how like you at work. Mm-hmm. You talk so they understand
you. Code switch.
But when they piss me off, that's when they be like.
Philly come out.
That's what they say. They say, yeah, that Philly coming out of you. But I try to talk, in a way so they understand. But for the most part, them, I don't understand. Because one thing, what? Who's going right now? I said, everybody talk like T.I. Is that? Like kind of rhyme. They rhyme as they talk. So
yeah, there's like riddles and things that they say. I'm trying to think of one of my old charge nurse told me. She said, "You moving faster than a something in the cornfield," and I was like, "What?" I was like, I'm from Philadelphia. There are no cornfields.
There's no cornfields.
No.
There are corn mazes during the fall.
The references. I'm like, I am a city girl, and the same thing happened. Of course, you go to work, you code switch. Hi, I'm Melanie. Blah 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 blah. And then somebody piss you off, and then
it comes out.
I come out, and then after that, I got nicknamed Philly. Then it was like, oh, that nurse Philly's on today. Like, no.
That was just a moment.
It was a moment in time. Just don't try me again. That's all.
They say up north, we rude. Northerners are rude.
I mean, we are rude. We're rude. We're rude as fuck.
I think
little patience. I think it's more.
Yeah, because
everything's a rush.
But that's the difference because we so used to everything being like this. When we get down there and they like everything is slow motion, and we like move. Like I don't have to deal with traffic when I come here. I'm like, So it's a culture shock, but.
Did they understand when you said water down there?
No, to this day they tease me. They tease me to this day. They're like, "There's no D in there."
There is.
Yeah.
Water. Listen, water.
And they try to. I try not to say that as much because they don't understand. Because John could go with anything. So for the most part, they would.
Like, hey, or they just John. What is?
Or they just laugh at me like they know what I'm saying. They like.
Right? And like, I'm confused. I'm just gonna smile.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but cool, buddy.
That's a different language.
Yeah, that's so I try to like when I know I'm talking to certain people. Like you got there's a couple people down there that I know that's from up north, but mainly it's from New York. I think I'm the only person besides my cousin from Philly that live down there that I know. So with them, you can kind of like talk how you want to talk, and they sit there and we'll be talking, and they just looking at us like, what?
Like, what language they speaking?
That's something I never heard that before. So.
Google's John.
They definitely do. And I caught one of them using some of the slang. I said, you don't even know what that means. Like, what are you doing? You don't even know what that means. So
it's like, it sounded cool when you said it.
Yeah, but it sounded weird with the accent.
I was John in. No, it's not a verb. It's not a verb.
You're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You cannot.
It pissed me off.
Right. You get defensive. Like, no.
That is my word.
You never even been there. Like, you
spell it.
And you wouldn't make it.
Spell it.
You wouldn't make it.
I mean, surprisingly, it's a lot of, like, in the South, like down there, it's a lot of Eagles fans, surprisingly. Yeah. I think it's because, they just got a football team about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So you got Eagles, the Cowboys everywhere. But surprisingly, the Phillies and Sixers, I'm like, what y'all know about? But because I think the Hornets been around for a while, but they wasn't in Charlotte. But I think they just got them, so they try to gravitate to whatever. You got
the nearest.
The older ones, they love AI.
Right.
So they,
have people ask you like, so do you know like Allen Iverson, Will Smith, and Meek Mill? Yes, they are my best friends.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking.
When I'm down there, because it's like this. When you talk to somebody that's not from the South, they say where you from? You from Philly. But if you talk to somebody from Philly, you say I'm from North Philly because they better understand.
Right.
So when you down there, you say you from Philly. That's the first thing they say. Hey man, you know Meek man?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yep.
The fuck.
And I just look like out of everybody, the first person I said, okay.
Of course you know me.
I said, okay. I said, nah, I don't know that man.
I don't know that man.
Yeah, I don't know where that come from. That's like, who from down there? That's like me and them, like, yo, you know the baby?
Right, exactly.
But they don't look at it like that. I'm like, man.
Like, people in the South think that Philly's like really small and we all know each other. I
try to explain that to them, the size different. And when I break it down to them, they shocked. Like, how can that many people live in that small space?
Exactly.
I said, come see.
That's why we're so angry.
Yeah. So everybody on top of each other. I said, come see. You'll see.
Yeah.
I tried to
explain called row homes.
They never. In
New York, they built up. Yeah. In Philly, they built straight across and right next to it.
They never heard of a row home. They said, what is a row home? And I actually had to go on YouTube and show them, like,
I believe you.
And they like, what the fuck?
It is the first version of a townhouse.
Yes.
That's it.
And you really don't see that many of those either, though. Like you
got
in the South.
Yeah, even the smallest homes are sitting on land.
Yeah, you're not on top of each other. Like you ain't gotta. You turn your music up here too loud, and then you gotta worry about neighbors.
Right.
You gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that. You gotta worry about coyotes and stuff. I've never seen a coyote in my life.
You got coyotes on your land?
Yeah, there's coyotes down there.
Shit.
The coyotes, all right, where I live at now, we got horses, we got cows, we got roosters. That's my alarm clock. I don't even alarm clock anymore. And the coyotes be like, they're...
I live in North Philly, so I lived in North Philly, so I grew up with roosters.
Oh, roosters,
But the roosters aren't consistent. They're just all the time.
Right. No, the roosters, the current rooster that lives across the street from my mom's house, cock-a-doodle-doos all fucking day long. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with that rooster.
But it's like, I'm so country now that I don't even buy eggs, man.
Sir, where you get your eggs from?
Fresh eggs on the land.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm country.
Because they are $7 a dozen.
Let me go outside.
I just get an 18 count from ShopRite. It was $7.
Nope. I'm so country. I don't have to worry about that no more.
You milk a cow yet?
Nah, I ain't.
Nah, I ain't that country.
I ain't doing that. I ain't never rode a horse or nothing. I see the horses when I leave. Sometimes I pet them and all that.
That sounds very peaceful.
It took me a while. All right, from where I moved at now, I just moved a place where it's a little bit more country and it's too quiet. You know how... You lived in North Philly. You grew up in North Philly. When you first moved here, it wasn't as active.
Right.
So for like the first little bit, you was like, you're waiting for something, but you don't hear nothing.
I hear nothing.
Like too quiet. And then you sitting there, you might have your glass of wine, you chilling, watch TV. You waiting for something to pop off, but it don't pop off.
Just nothing happens.
It don't happen. So
that's crazy. I don't know.
You have to experience it to before you say it. Like you say, you probably say that you could never do it, but until you get
Until you experience it.
But and I'm at that age now. I'll be 40 in July. Like, what else I got? Yeah, that hurt. That hurt just saying that. Yeah, but so what else haven't I done?
Right.
Like, I don't need.
I have no desire to be like in the city. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, what's your like dream life? I would have told you, a condo in Center City or some shit like that. Now I'm like, put me on fucking lands with chickens and shit. Like, I don't want people.
With my own
Nobody.
Like,
nobody. You
grow up and you realize you don't want to be on top of each other anymore. You need the space and you need the land.
When you got to drive to your mailbox,
right?
That type of space that you need. So and a lot of people that I meet down there, first thing they say, ask me why I leave, because they want the big life. They want the city life. They want
because they see it on TV.
They ain't like TV. They will not.
I am here to tell you that city life on TV and city life in real life is not the same.
It's not the same. It's
very dangerous out here.
It really is.
And don't do it.
It be the women, right? So it be the women. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, man, you won't last a week. You be out there, one of these guys will have you out there selling that thing in a week.
Hello.
It ain't what you. It ain't what they in the music videos and all that.
Like, guard up, be on your P's and Q's, like
at all times. So, but
trust no one. Yeah, no. When I was in Atlanta for that short amount of time, when I first went down there, I was just like, why the fuck am I here? Who told me to go all the way over here? And then by the time I left, I was like, I get it. I completely understand why people relocate their lives and go down to it made sense. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I get it.
I never been to Atlanta. Atlanta only about 4.5 hours for me.
Okay.
But
I was like right on the outskirts. So I was like 5 minutes to get into the city, close to the airport, but right outside that I'm not really in their city in comparison to our city. But I get it. I'm like, listen, I could understand why people pick up their shit and go down south and never come back.
It ain't for everybody.
Because everybody won't make it.
It sounds like a good idea. Like since I've been down there,
you couldn't have told me that I was gonna love it the way I loved it. Because I was the one that went down there. I was like, this is stupid. Like, this is dumb.
But since I've been down there, I had people that reached out to me. Oh, I'm trying to come down there. Can you help me this way? And I tried, like, I'm not helping nobody. We all grown. Because when I went down there, I didn't have no help. I went down there, I flew down there in the middle of a pandemic and stayed down there for a week, found an apartment and a job. On my own, even though I have a cousin down there.
So when you went down there, you didn't have a job? You didn't know where you were going to be working or where you were going to be living?
I went down there to visit July 2020. And then I went down there for a week, found a job, an apartment, and then I didn't look back. That was July.
Good for you.
And I moved that October.
Good for you.
When you got your mind set on something, it's like, I'm out. And it was kind of scary because you're in the middle of the pandemic, you don't know how long your job going to last, and all that type of stuff. And it worked out. Yep. It worked out. I think that for you. It was meant to be. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. It was meant to be. It's the way it happened, the way it flew, like, came in together, it was meant to be. Mm-hmm. And I never second guessed it. That's why people ask me, you coming back?
What for? Mm-hmm. What's here? Mm-hmm. Don't come back.
Besides my close family,
who understand why you're doing it.
And my mom's actually happy that I'm gone. She could sleep at night knowing that.
For her, it's probably peace of mind too. Like, I know my son is safe.
So I'm not coming back.
Like, there ain't nothing in Philly.
So they got 2 or 3 days out of me, and I'm like, I'm ready to head out. No, I'm finna head out.
I'm finna head right on out this John.
Mash it up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta go get my brisket and my triple cheddar and my hush puppies. We're going back with Keem so that we can go eat.
That's it. Peace. I work. I come home. I try to work on my business and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's about peace for me. I'm at the age right now.
Like you're very in a peaceful space in your life.
I'm so happy.
Oh, I love that.
No, seriously though. I really am. Because it's like I don't have to worry. I ain't worried about when I go to sleep at night, because I'm an old man. I go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm in the bed.
No, you do not.
No judgment.
Sorry. You wake up at 5 to work out. 4 to 5 to work out.
Listen.
What time do you have to be at work?
Depends. Sometimes 6:37.
All right, so you gotta go to bed early.
But if I get in the bed, I don't go to sleep. But it's just a part of my routine. Yeah. I lay down.
That's when you started to unwind.
I ain't gotta worry about nobody nappy head daughter out there, doing me dirty and none of that. Yeah, man.
The wrong kind of aggressive.
Yeah, I sleep. I sleep at night, man.
That's so good.
If I want to love them of a woman.
Of a home cooked meal and a woman.
Ain't nothing but a phone call away.
You know, as a Philly girl, we come over and it's like, what we ordering?
Yeah. And
do you have spaghetti and
bad part
jar
about
of
it-
fettuccine?
Where are we getting wings from?
no, the bad part about it, everything is not as close, and everything closed about 8:30.
So it's like the city, your area is shutting down, so you need to be home anyways.
Yeah, even their quote unquote big cities, it don't last long.
Do you miss corner stores? I missed the corner stores when I was there.
When I got home yesterday, I got home in the morning. My first stop, I didn't take my bags out of the car. My mom picked me up. I went to the corner store.
The luxury of
and got
being able
me
to
a
walk.
sausage, egg, and cheese on the long road.
See, we got the food here too.
That was my first thing. My mom said, you ain't gonna take it back. I said, no. They don't even like the diesel washing sauce and stuff like that. They don't sell that down there.
Oh,
So,
is that a Philly brand? Is diesel
think
washing?
so.
I think it is.
I think it is.
But
It's like
even
North
those type of
Dakota.
sausages they don't sell. Like,
like
so I couldn't even do it on my own. My mouth was watering. The closer I got to home, I said, I know the poppy store
Cheese on
open.
the long road today, baby.
And I got a couple. I'm gonna get my breaded wings. And I gotta get a cheesesteak.
For sure.
And
Where's your go-to for cheesesteak?
I mean, we don't get paid for this stuff because nobody want to give us some money.
But maybe we'll ask now.
As a Philadelphia man that moved to the South, that comes back here to visit, where do you go to eat?
What, as far as cheesesteak? I'm on D'Alessandro's right now.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Okay.
I went last.
We got an audience member saying no.
And then somebody with two
And
thumbs
somebody
up.
with 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, my homie put me on D'Alessandro's. I never knew about living in North Philly.
Did you go to Did you just go to Max's?
That's it.
Okay.
But you got now the way Max's is, you got some corner store poppy shit that's better than Max's.
Yeah.
So it was like
Max's fell off. I'm sorry
Yeah,
to
they
let y'all know
fell
that, but y'all fell off.
And I want a hoagie. There's no hoagies in the South. Everything is subs.
A sub.
You know what a sub? You know what a sub is?
No.
It sucks. I'm gonna tell you why it sucks.
Suck.
Y'all heard of a sub? Y'all know what a sub is?
Yeah, it's like a hoagie, right?
Yeah, but
not.
But it's
they
not,
cut
apparently.
it this way, right? And then they put the mayonnaise, cheese. Then it's meat. It's terrible. It's the worst. To the point where I would get it and I go home and switch
And
it around.
remake it. Do they have
sucks.
Primos out there?
No, everything is subbed in.
So they cut it in half instead
it's-
of cutting it from the top
Yeah.
and opening it
I like
like
my
a sandwich.
bread still attached though.
So-
Yeah,
hold
it's not
it.
attached.
It has
So
to
after
hold
they
it.
dress it and all that, because I sat there and watched it. I said, "Oh
You
yeah."
were like, "What are you
She
doing
put the
with my
mayonnaise
bread?"
on there.
Like, why would you break my bread
And
like
put
that?
the meat on there, and then put the cheese on top of the meat, and then all of the time. I said,
What do you
I
mean?
would-
Whose order is that, ma'am? That's not mine. That's not what I ordered.
then after they wrapped it and set it like this, and then cut it that way. I said, "Oh,
No.
I'm gonna head out." I didn't even want to
Head
pay
out.
for it.
Gotta go.
I didn't want to pay for it, and I miss the Amoroso bread.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
That's the
so
thing.
underrated that
It
people don't
is.
understand the difference between.
We don't understand how lucky we are with certain things like
And
that.
that's why and you can order it online. Like sometimes I order it and freeze it in my freezer at home. But it's
Do they have hers chips?
yeah, we
do?
got hers and we got some tasty cakes. We don't really got a lot of tasty.
You got the
cakes,
good
but,
ones, or you just got the ones that nobody eats?
You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that. But everything is Lil
You
Debbie.
eat Lil Debbie. I'm not saying you eat Lil Debbie now. It's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
okay.
like Lil Debbie.
No, I had when I was there. My mom sent me for whatever reason. I couldn't find like adobo. Like I couldn't find regular adobo. Theirs was like very special. So she literally shipped
You
me.
have to get Mrs. Dash.
Yeah,
while you were
pretty
down there.
much. I found like a Mexican restaurant, and I mean Mexican supermarket, but all they had was accent, like that their
Oh,
brand. And I was like,
ACC
okay,
and
like
yeah.
my mom literally had to ship me sazon and
They got a store down there that's something like Our Cousins.
okay.
So they got everything.
That's what I
you
was
wanna-
looking
yeah.
for. My cousin and I were searching for like, all right, we just need like a Hispanic restaurant
Yeah.
so that, or a Hispanic supermarket so that we can get these products. No. My
Yeah,
mom
they got
just
one
shipped
there.
it.
It's only one, but you know.
Is it Food Lion Publix down there?
Food
Publix got some good chicken.
Oh,
I know. Publix got some good fried chicken.
Publix is actually, I got a sub from them, and they do it the right way.
Okay, like fresh grocer.
Yeah, but it's not as much meat, but they do it the right. They don't slice it.
Got you.
So that Publix is probably the closest thing that I would say down there to getting like a real hoagie.
I stayed at Publix. It's a good place.
Walmart is a thing. Like
Yeah.
all my shopping is done at
Everything
Walmart.
is at Walmart.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Food Lion is okay, but Walmart is where it's at.
Yeah, when we went to North Carolina, we shop at Food Lion and Kroger's.
Yeah, Kroger's.
Kroger or what's the place? Harris Teeter's. Teeter's.
Oh,
I think. No, I don't Harris Teeter's. No. It's something. It's
I just
bougie.
remember
It's something
driving
like
by Piggly Wiggly, and I called my sister. I was like, "Bitch, I just saw Piggly Wiggly. I am in the South."
So yeah, tell me. Well, you been in the South before? Tell me you had cookout before.
No. We planning a trip.
Listen,
We planning a food trip.
It's a fast food spot, but everything like that, burgers, everything. It ain't no burger. We ain't talking about no Burger King for real. Like it's like a real. Like it's real. And they milkshakes. They got milkshakes or something like Nifty 50s.
We planning a food trip.
I'm telling y'all.
On a food tour.
Charlotte is where it's at. Charlotte got everything. Everything. But Cookout is where it's at. Like you could smell it a mile away.
Cookout is the name of the restaurant.
I'm gonna show y'all on my phone. I'm gonna show when y'all see y'all. Like,
Let me know.
Interesting.
All right, so as a Philly man living in the South, you come back, you're going to get a cheesesteak, you go to D'Alessandro's. What if you want wings? I know you like wings.
Like what kind of wings? You talking about like
buffalo wings? Hot,
I
spicy
still go
buffalo
to
wings.
What's my spot?
Was it Larry's?
No.
Or somewhere else?
My spot on Frankfurt and Cotton. The wing spot where I used to go to All You Eat Wings.
Frankfurt and Cotton.
Riel's.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, I'm going to get some tomorrow. When I get off work tomorrow, I'm going to get some wings.
I feel like somebody took them over.
No, when I was just here in June, they still was there. Unless
No, they're still there, but I think it's a new owner.
What's the name of it?
Riel's.
What
is it?
They used to have them. Oh, no. I know what you're talking. I'm thinking of the one 5 Points over here.
Oh, no. Riel's because they used to have you could eat crab legs on certain nights and all that. But wings. I think they stopped it during COVID. But them honey hot wings,
they got the best Long Islands.
The slushy ones.
Like the drinks?
Yeah, they got the slushies. Yeah.
I'm not a northeastern person to be like going up there, but I used to go up there and fuck some wings up and give me a slushy Long Island. Tiptoe right out of there.
Yeah. Because I used to go there. They had, this was years ago. It was $11.99 all you can eat wings, and I would do punch. And they're little. They make these like they're not all like they're not real big hormones and all stupid. So they're good size. Garlic prime. I would do garlic prime and honey hot, and then they had a lemon pepper. And you can add, like, you can mix the flavors.
Good times.
Good food time.
Anytime I found like a good wing place, I'm like, Keem, place. Yep. Like, we would send each other good wing places.
This was pre-COVID before they start, shutting everything down. But yeah, I'm going there tomorrow. I'm gonna give me my picture. I get my picture. I probably haven't been to. I definitely didn't go around the pandemic, so I'm probably like 2017, 2018. They was only doing during the pandemic. They was only doing pickups. Okay. It wasn't. They ain't had nobody at the bar, but. Them slushies are still,
They're still good?
Because I get the slushie and then get an extra shot on top of it. Because I really don't drink like that, but when I come home, I
ball out. Why not?
It's a celebration when you come home.
It's a celebration.
Sometimes.
Keep home.
I'm still in the bed past 8 o'clock, though.
Right, I'm texting like you in bed. Just one of that.
Without a doubt. I was surprised I was out last night till a little late. It was a birthday celebration for my family, one of my family members. So I was outside. I was in Jersey actually. Outside for a little bit. But once that first yawn came, I said, all right.
It's time to hit the head.
Yep. And I was up bright and early. Alarm clock go off like I had to work. And I was up. Kicked it with my nephew. He don't let me go nowhere. Every time I'm here, he don't let me go nowhere.
He been waiting for you.
Uncle, I don't know where he get this from. He called me Uncle Keemy. I don't know.
Who called you Keemy?
I don't know.
He heard that from
somewhere. He heard it from somebody, but it was so weird when he caught me on gossip.
Somebody probably was like, Uncle Keemy's coming, and then it's stuck.
And he won't let it go. He won't not let it go. I'm like, all right, nephew.
No, he has your whole face. It's funny.
That was the hardest part about me moving. Because my nephew was born in April 2020, and I left in the end of 2020. Yeah. And I didn't want to leave because I wanted him to know me and to have a relationship with him. But he loved his uncle. Like, he really, loves his uncle.
He does.
And for me to be away as much as I do, and he still know who I am, I just wanted him to know who I was. Yeah. I didn't, the way he loved me, I didn't, think he would. Disappear. But Yeah, when his old come around, I just at the house and his mom came. He didn't care.
Yeah, and my uncle.
Yep, that's all. That's all he cared about. So
I love that.
Yeah, that's my little.
And now he got to get away in a safe place to go to. As he gets older, he can branch out. Like I think a lot of the issues in Philly is a lot of us born and raised here, never left the city, never seen anything, no passport, no nothing. You just think that this is the end all be all, and it's not. Like, get out of this city. There's so much more world to see.
Yeah, what helped me because I was in the military. So at the high school, I went to the military, so I knew it was bigger than Philadelphia. I lived in Norfolk, Virginia, so I knew it was bigger than Philadelphia. So you got some people. I got friends that never left Diamond Street.
I know.
So
I know.
It's like, wow.
I got friends that I travel with, and I got friends that don't got a passport, don't care to get a passport. It's like, nah, I was born in Philly. I'm going to ride for Philly. I'm going to die in Philly.
Yeah. I don't love this city that much. This ain't it.
No.
This ain't it. And as you, especially as you get older, and when you start to have children, you want your children to see the things and do the things you couldn't do.
Yeah.
Growing up, the way we grew up, we didn't really have money for us to travel like that. So as you get older, you want your kids to see things and do things that you can't do. I don't have kids myself, but I want my nephew to see this Philly ain't it.
Right.
I want him to ride horses.
I live down south. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, all the things that they say ain't cool. Right. I want him to experience it.
That he probably feels like he'll never experience.
And he's an outside kid. My sister don't like going outside, and he's an outside kid. So once he gets to that point, you can send him down for the summer.
Oh my God, yes. He would love that.
We gonna rip and run.
Training horses and shit. Eating hush puppies.
That's it.
Living their best life.
So I want him to experience that.
No, for sure. And I
always want
for
better
my
for that
sister,
generation.
Like my
that's what it's supposed to be, that next generation.
Absolutely. You do better now for later.
Yep.
And like my sister and I are both born in New York, both raised in Philly. But what got us out of Philly was that our family is from Dominican Republic. So we got to go to Dominican Republic every summer, and we got to see like, oh, the water is blue.
Yeah.
Versus Atlantic City. Like, no shade.
Yeah, I would never.
Saying, like, I was taken out of my environment into a more beautiful environment, and that showed me at a young age, like, oh, there's more than Hunting Park.
Than this like 1 mile radius that you would just travel.
There's more than this.
So or the Schuylkill Road.
Or like there's just more. There's so much more out there. There's sand. Like, there's sand,
there's
not
white
just gravel.
sand.
Sand.
I ain't bougie enough to get to the white sand yet. I get there one day, but I know that the world is it's bigger than North Philly or even America.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get your passport stamp. That is my challenge for everyone. 2023, get your passports.
And don't do it for social media. No. A lot of people do it. Just, man,
go do it. Enjoy it.
Like, I live my life now to the point where...
Record it and share it later.
Right.
You don't have to do it while you're there. Right, just live in the moment. You don't have to be around your phone 24/7. Because even me, myself, I find myself... Well, as I get older, I get better with it. After a certain time, like I said, my bedtime, that phone on the charger.
Yeah. You probably would have never even thought that you would do that.
That thing be on my head. Instagram. Oh, anybody up there? Anybody?
My sister and I talked about that.
I don't care about what nobody posting.
Unlock your phone. You go to a fucking social media app.
Yeah, I don't care about what nobody posting no more. It don't.
Because that's a bunch of frauds. A bunch of frauds.
Once you realize that,
when you know somebody's real life, and then you see them posting their fake life, you're like, listen.
Why are you on here? You need to be worrying about what's going on what's behind you or behind that picture.
Like, don't worry about me, worry about PGW. I'm gonna sit to that because they be frauding.
They look good on social media, but
it looks great.
That's not in real life.
A lot of them, and me and my homies say it all the time, they just doing bad. They bad bums. Like, they look bad on social media and all that. And the first thing, like, you'll meet them, you're like,
you got a bad bitch and you got a bitch doing bad. They're two different things.
Money, or you think she got her life together. You might slide in her DM or whatever the case may be. After a while, 2 days later, she begging. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this.
So I'm like, we're getting deep into this podcast, but I do want to ask you that because I don't like asking for things. Even whether it's my family, my friends, whatever. I don't like to ask for things. But I see stuff like that all the time. We see it all the time on social media, like the whole $40. Do women really ask you for money or like give you a sob story for money?
You'd be surprised.
Wow.
Like, it really happens.
No, it's no, to the point, these women are so bold. It's no sob story. They feel like I'm a bad bitch.
So you gonna pay for this?
So if you fucking with me, you gotta cash out. But mind you, this the part. All three of your baby daddies fucking broke. All three of them is broke.
But you want me.
But now you a city girl.
Yeah.
But now you a city girl.
Now, if you want this, you gotta pay for it. That nigga ain't had
He didn't pay for it.
And neither did that one or that one.
Or that one. Now 1, 2, or 3.
So
interesting.
That's the way it is. It's sad, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
And so now you have standards. 3 baby daddies later.
Yeah, now you got standards. But don't try it on me.
Right.
Try
It's not gonna work.
that a kid and a half ago.
Right. Like they're gonna try it on you, a single man with no children, with no baggage. Yeah, they got the wrong one.
Gotta go. So,
That's crazy.
I mean, this is my thing. You ain't gotta do that. If you want to sell it to me, I'll purchase it. But don't try to make it seem like I got
for that. Right.
I gotta do this to get your attention
Right.
or anything like that. Listen, I'd rather you just say, listen, I know what you want. You know.
How much is this transaction gonna cost me?
And I say what you want, cash or cash at.
Like
That's it. Plain and simple, straight to the point. I don't have time
I
for
feel
that.
like if you do that, then they'll be like, "Oh, that's disrespectful." Well,
No,
you
what's
know
the
what we
difference?
doing.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Stop playing.
Right. You're
Yeah.
talking about, well, I can't pay my lights. No, you want this money. So let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
let's talk. We ain't got to talk. How much? I'm too old for long conversations. How much?
If that's the end result of it, yeah, let's cut the fluff out.
That's it.
Yeah, stop pretending.
That's why I'm at my age right now. I'm like, listen, how much? I
If
ain't,
you bold, be bold about it.
cause you asking me for money or to pay this bill or pay this. Listen, I ain't gonna pay it, but if you selling it, I'll purchase it. That's how I look at it.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever asked somebody.
Because it's different. See, when you purchase it,
Why would you?
Like, no, that makes me uncomfortable. Like,
when you purchase it, they gotta go home. See, when you got emotional attachment and all that stuff, listen,
okay.
you purchase it, all right.
it's very much a transaction.
It's slam block when you go. I ain't gotta walk you to the door, none of that.
I paid for it. You delivered on your
That's it.
services. Now you go home.
You go home.
Versus the like, oh my god.
So you can't expect the meals
Right.
or no. You ain't getting no wine. You come hot and ready
That was
like a
in the
little
budget.
season. That's it. And then you go.
It was in the budget for me to feed you. Come
It
out and
wasn't.
ready.
Yeah, that's it.
And leave.
And then when you're done, we're done.
Yeah, that's it. See you next time.
Interesting.
Maybe I'll become a member.
That's all you gotta do. Cause all that long talk, man, I ain't got time
Right.
for all. And you don't really care about me or how my
Right.
day was.
Yeah.
This say you need whatever. Let's go.
I know. And I'm like, I feel like I dated for a short period of time during the pandemic. And I was like, if I gotta answer what my favorite color is one more motherfucking time.
It's stupid because it's like the small talk to really get what they really want
Right.
instead of just saying what
Just
you really
say it,
want.
right.
That's why I say that. You ain't gotta try to act like you want to get to know me.
Right.
If you're not trying to get to know me, stop pretending like
Yeah.
that's what
Like,
you're
this
doing
ain't-
here.
Waste each other's time.
How much?
Because you're wasting my time and I'm gonna waste yours as well. So let's not waste each other's
I
time.
did that one time though. I asked the girl how much. She blocked me, but because she was.
Because you called on to her before she
Yeah,
went
it was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this light bill. My kids ain't got no school sneakers. Listen,
That's crazy.
Just tell me how much you need. We ain't gotta fake like you really want to know who I am.
Right. You need some money.
My dad always told me, even exchange ain't robbery. So you
like
know
that.
what you want. I know what I want.
I'm
Let's
calling
go.
your daddy today. And even exchange ain't robbery.
Yeah. So you know what? That's it. We ain't gotta fake like we in love and all that other stuff.
Right.
Man, listen, just take this. How you want it? If Apple Pay, Cash App, or straight cash?
Venmo.
No paper trail. That's it. And if everybody just honest about what they really want nowadays, it would be so much
Listen.
better. No fraud and no none of that.
See, the women of the South know.
Yeah, they know. They go right in for the kill.
They don't want you, they're not coming for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they pay for it too.
Ooh.
I'll be back. I'll be back next time to talk about that. Season 3, we're gonna talk about that.
Season 3 is gonna get spicy. Season 3. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming. This was
Thank y'all for
long
having me.
overdue.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're here. I know you will be back on your next trip before your family relocates and I'll never see you again.
Yeah, even if they don't want to come, I might have to kidnap my mom. And my
They
sister,
coming.
man.
They're coming.
They coming.
They're coming. They know that's a better way of living. So again, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
make sure that we
Thank
put
you.
the links and how people can purchase these exclusive
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Pens.
exclusive.
Yes. So again, thank you. I really do appreciate you.
No problem. It's long overdue.
Yes.
Thank y'all for
Thank you for
having
coming.
me.
Yeah,
This is a very fun episode.
It was.
It's part two.
Part two.
Because by the time I see y'all again, I'm gonna have a lot more stories.
Oh,
And
sure.
I'm coming with hush puppies.
Oh, you've heard it
You
here.
heard it here first. Hush
And some
puppies.
triple cheddar mac and cheese.
You heard it here first.
Jamie said, "Let me know when."
Back.
Right. And that is a wrap on this episode. Bye.